Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
Money.
Let's get to the
Money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in your ass screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmaker's getting cooked. When I spot a dirty K, the full units getting paid. Always find the value, I would never be afraid. Scared money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it. Profit in the green every week, I'm never negative. I can bet an ace or a shitty all picture. Pick the right spots cause I'm the K-pop whisperer. Shut up when I speak until you finally get the picture. I'm the best in the world, tell me you getting richer. Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies.
Let's get to the motherfucking monies. Song was got fucked by the bookies. Fuck by the bookies last night. That's what that shit was saying to me, boys. Shout out to you all for showing up. Welcome to the Balking Dead. I'm still your host, Sharpie's Bets, and this show is still sponsored by Prize Picks. So if you haven't already, go on over to Prize Picks. Use that promo code PUBSPORTS. Do us a favor, do you a favor, and your first match deposit up to $100. They got you. Well, yesterday can go eat a dick, guys. At the end of the day, Jacob deGrom does at the end of the day. I fucking I don't make excuses because I bet my own plays. I lost a boatload of fucking money last night. And yeah, we're gonna get a little bit back today. So let's get to it, guys. Big Show is going to post a link in the chat. Go on over, hit the fucking like button, like you've already smashed the like button here, and check out my 1-minute video on my favorite Prize Picks play of the day in the NFL game going on tonight. And not just speaking about that, we're going to take a quick second, guys, and we got a show premiering tomorrow. Same time, same place, except we're going to start baseball like we always do, the same exact time. But instead of yapping about hitting props and whoop and wasting people's fucking time, because guess what? Sharpie bets K-prop. Sharpie's good at betting K-prop. Sharpie's good at breaking down pitchers. Sharpie's okay at hitting props. So we just going to throw the hitting props out to shorten us up some time. And we are going to, on Fridays, going to cut the show down to 30 minutes. And then we're going to have an NFL show for 30 minutes. And we're going to have Prize Picks and props. And tomorrow I got my fucking boy, Willie Beeman, coming with me to come on over and talk Prize Picks and props. So tomorrow the show will end halfway through. It'll shoot you to a link of the new video with the new me. And what I mean by the new me is I am going to try to be PG-13 on the NFL show, not on this fucking show. You still need earmuffs while you're here, guys, at the end of the day. This is where I get to be me. But I do understand NFL is a way bigger and broader market, and no one asked for me to do this. This is something I want to do myself, guys. And at the end of the day, I'm going to try to tone it down a little bit and not talk about NFL players going underneath the fucking bridge and doing that type of shit. That way you can put that show on in the background at work or near your wife and children, where definitely you can't put it on this show. So shout out to you guys for being real and not whining and bitching like some of you. And shout out to the ones who did catch the Cappers contest right before this on Pub Sports Radio, guys. We had Jimmy and Jose up there, and they're breaking down the picks for everybody. And I believe like it's a free super contest that they have that Slaughter put us all in. So if you want to get in on picking the picks for Pub Sports and trying to take down the $1 million bucket, go on over. Make sure you tune in every fucking Thursday, guys. And not just Thursday, every day, guys. We've got shit cracking off daily on Pub Sports. And it's fucking getting crazy lately. We got college football, NFL, UFC. Oh, God. and baseball. So, woo-wee, boys, let's get into it. First bet of the day, first fucking thing we're going to talk about is the game that's going to about to start. Now, this was a dirty K this morning. I can't even give it out to the show as a dirty K. The damn juices moved and flipped and that. What I will tell you is to bet the 8+ at a half unit. I'm not even going to count it as a dirty K for you for the show bets in September, because I'm not going to give out a bet that's unbettable to you guys and count it as a show bet. And at the end of the day, Corbin Burns opened up this morning at 7+ -154. He then got shot to a -167 after I bet him, and then he moved to a -173 before the show. His 8+ is still the same, -109, and I even did a run calculator on that -165 line, and then it moved 13 more cents, because I was going to tell you to go put 60% on that 7.5 and then a 40% bet on the 8 to cover yourself. But I can't even tell you to do that now, since that shit even moved even more within like an hour of this show. So at the end of the day, I can't give this out as a straight dirty K to the show, because it's fucking -173 right now. But I was on Jimmy's show earlier, not on it, but I popped into the chat and I threw it out there at about 10 o'clock my time. I let everybody know on that show that Corbin Burns is my dirty K today, guys. And he's averaging 6.5 over 8 over his last 8. And they had it at a 7+ -154. He's 4 wins, 6 losses to that number 7+ over his last 10 games. So nothing fishy there in that. And let's get into my guy. He averages 12.2 strikeouts at home compared to 9.7 on the road. We get him at home here. And 11.2 versus lefties, 10.9 versus righties. Nothing big there. I don't care who you put in the lineup, because even their average is a 200 average and a 198. So no big there. Projecting 5 left-handed, 4 right-handed bats. I'm sure they actually have it out. I'm sure they actually have it out now, but I haven't had the time to go back and look. Let's talk about Corbin freaking Burns and why this guy is dirty at this number 7+ and why he was. And at the end of the day, I still get him for 8, guys. And I just can't tell you to go out there and slam it the way I slam that 7. And numbers say yes, math says yes, and I say let's fucking eat, guys. He averages over 2.5 strikeouts at home than on the road. And then when I look into the numbers, this is now going to be the 3rd time playing this team, guys. And he went 6.2 innings, 0 earned runs with 11 strikeouts back on 425. And on July 14th, he went 7.1 innings, 1 earned run with 10 strikeouts. Now, when I run these numbers up to those numbers, he's actually got a 10.3 walk percentage he's going to face today, but he's faced this team when they were walking 11.3%. So I'm not too worried. And then when I go dig into him, how is he versus teams that are walking 10% or higher? Well, he's 3-1-0 losses to that number 7+, averaging 9 strikeouts a game. So that walk percentage doesn't bother Corbin fucking Burns. At least that's what the black book's telling me. So everything's telling me yes. Then when I look at their numbers today, guys, this is the highest strikeout percentage he's going to see from them this year. It's at a 26%. It was at 23.5 the other both times he faced this team, and they're just not hitting the fucking ball. 654 OPS and an ISO of 0.94. They've gotten strictly worse as the year's gone on by the numbers once he faced them. They had an ISO of 150 and an OPS of 720 the first time. He still dealt. Then he went versus them with a 130 ISO and a 630 OPS. He's still dealt, and now it's actually worse, guys. At the end of the day, I expect this guy to go out and fucking murder it. Now, pre-All-Star, post-All-Star, there's a little fucking problem a little bit if you look at it. It's a 2.14 ERA pre-All-Star and a 5.01 ERA post-All-Star, and his Ks have gone down from an 11.4 K per 9 to a 10.1 K per 9. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not really that worried, guys. At the end of the day, he has a +5 or a 5+ ERA versus the Pittsburgh Pirates over the last 3 seasons. I found that out watching the last game, and that's pretty bad versus a Pittsburgh Pirates team. But he's played that team twice since the All-Star break, a back-to-back with the Dodgers. Oh, damn, bro. So, I mean, those numbers are a little inflated in my opinion, but that Arizona game is a little alarming. That I'm going to say, okay, that one right there is a little alarming. But I can at least explain 4 of those bad games that he's been in, at least in my opinion. Well, at the end of the day, guys, Corbin Burns should go out there and deal. And even at 8+, I'd say hit that at least for a half unit. And I'm on him at a 7+ for a full unit. And I think this guy goes out and murks it today. When I went up and looked at his pitching outs to see if it correlates with his strikeouts, 5 wins, 2 losses. He went 7+ innings every time when he when he got 7 plus. Oh, no. 10 wins, 0 losses. Even better. I was thinking cease off the head. Corbin Burnes, 10 wins, 0 losses when going 7 plus innings to the number 7 plus Ks. This motherfucker goes 7 innings, he gets 7 strikeouts or more every fucking time. And I have him projected going 7 innings today. Not just the projection, they need him to go 7 innings today. They have Freddie Peralta starting the next game out, guys, and it's a doubleheader today. And they're going to need Corbin Burnes to eat up them innings, guys, because we'll talk about Freddie at the end of the day. But Freddie's not going more than 2 times through the lineup, guys. So that's an automatic 4 or 5 innings to the bullpen in the next game, guys. So they need Corbin Burnes to go out there and be Corbin Burnes, and I expect him to be versus this team that's just not fucking seeing the ball nor hitting the ball right now. Let's get into Sandy Alcantara, the next one up. 6 plus minus 143 he opened up this morning, and at a minus 150 right before the show. Prize Picks has him at a 6 plus, and his fantasy score is at a 38.5. One quick thing, though. Fantasy score for Corbin Burnes was 37.5, and his strikeouts on Prize Picks was at a straight 7 plus. At the end of the day, guys, that fantasy score is stupid. Like I said, his strikeouts correlate with him going 7 plus innings more often than not. If this man, like I think he does, go 7 plus innings, he should have 9 to 11 strikeouts. But this guy should murder his fantasy score. So I'd be looking actually more towards fantasy score on Prize Picks, even though I got a personal bet on him at 7 plus. But that 7 plus is a push on Prize Picks where you're going to need the 8. Yes, I do have him for 8 or more, but still, like I said, it correlates way too much with him getting those strikeouts to go that long. So fantasy score is where it's at on Prize Picks with him, is my opinion. Now we get into Sandy Alcantara, Iron Man himself, the walking fucking 7 plus inning, He-Man, woman hater, Sandy Alcantara. So, fucking my bad, guys. He-Man came up, and then He-Man, woman hater popped into my head because if you didn't watch that show, you need to go get some help, guys, at the end of the day. Yeah, let's get into it. I obviously need to go get some help. Sandy Alcantara is averaging 5.9 strikeouts over his last 8 games. He is 4 wins, 6 losses to the number 6 plus. And like I said, it's at a 6 plus minus 150. His 7 plus is at a minus 109. Home road strikeouts, dead ass the same, pretty much 8K per 9, no biggie there. And left-handed, right-handed, we've been talking about it all year. This guy strikes out pretty much 1 right-handed batter per inning with a 9.1K per 9, where lefties are at a 7.3K per 9. And most right-handed pitchers are like that, guys, at the end of the day. And Alcantara allows a 197 batting average to the left-handed side with a 223 batting average to the right-handed side. Pre-post All-Star, he has a 1.76 ERA pre-All-Star, and his post-All-Star is at a 4. His K per 9 has stayed the same at an 8.1 K per 9 pre and post, so nothing alarming on his strikeouts. Just the guy has started to get hit, and I don't think it's not that he's been bad, guys. It's just the fucking league's onto him, bro. You have to jump this guy fucking early, or you're in for a fucking long day at the end of the day, guys. And when you're first pitch swinging and you connect with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball, it can go at times, guys. And at the end of the day, it's not like he's been real bad. He just doesn't get much run support in the end of the day. So the guy's a beast, and let's get into it, guys. He's now going to face these Phillies for the 5th time this year. First week, no numbers, guys, because he played them within the first 8 days of the season. Then he played them on June 3rd. He went 7.2 innings, 2 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. Then he seen him again on July 15th, where he went 8 innings, 2 earned runs with 12 strikeouts, my bad. Whoa, that's a big number. Yay, 12. We like 12 punchies. My bad, guys. I couldn't read my handwriting from back here. But back on July 15th, he got 12 strikeouts in 8 innings. And on August 10th, 7 innings, 4 earned runs with 4 strikeouts. Now, what I'm seeing here every fucking time, guys, is this guy's going 7 innings versus this team. And now when I look at all these numbers, he's gone up against the Phillies team that's been hitting every fucking time that he sees them. It's not like he's gotten a JJ freaking Willy Vanilli fucking at the end of the day, it's not like he's seen a easy cakewalk type team, and he's gone out there 7 innings each fucking game. So if I was to bet this guy, I'd be looking towards his pitching outs personally. His strikeouts, they can be there, but we've all talked about it numerous of times. He likes pitching the contact so that he can go longer, guys. So if they're going to swing and miss, yes, the strikeouts will be there, but he's not going to walk you, and he's going to be in the zone. pitching to contact. That's the way the guy wants to roll. Now, he's going to see a team by the numbers. This is the weakest ISO he's going to see. This team was crushing the ball these last few times. 200 plus ISO every fucking time the last 3 times, guys. And their OPS is 800, 858, 740. So he's seen another 758 OPS, but that ISO is down to 140 to that average, guys. So this is actually a team that, yes, they're still hitting, but by their ISO number, which is a number I like to pay attention to, it's going to take their singles, doubles, triples, home runs, and add it into their average for us and let us know what they're actually doing. And they're not doing much, guys. They're hitting some fucking singles and a few doubles, guys, at the end of the day when they were killing it the last few times. So I've got to expect Sandy Alcantara to go back out there and go 7+ innings again. And I'd be looking at his pitching outs. Like, that's the way I'm going to probably bet him. I just couldn't find the number on my book yet, and that's going to be the way I look at him. So then we're going to get into the guy that cost us all money, but I should have bet him under last game since we know the little secret's out on him, guys. At the end of the day, I just don't like betting fucking unders. I'm not the best at it, and I'm pretty good at betting overs. So let's talk about this guy's over and tell you why I can't ever bet Sonny Gray again. Sonny Gray gave me sunny blue balls, guys. Blue like my fucking shirt. Yes, we're still on the Balking dead. Don't get mad at me yet, Mr. Welding, who will be in the comments talking about my language later. But Sonny Gray versus the Yankees, guys. 4.5 on Prize Picks, and his fantasy score is at a 23.5. His K prop was 5+ -124. It's at a -130 now, right before the show. He's averaging 5.5 strikeouts over his last 8, 5.3 over his last 6. Is there an issue that they're giving us a 5.5 at a -130? No, not at all, guys. He's 6 wins, 4 losses to that 5+ over the last 10. And the books know what I'm about to tell you guys, because if you didn't hear it last time on this show, you're a little late to the party, and that's fine. But if you're betting Sonny Gray, no, he's not going the 3rd time through the lineup, period. Like, they just won't let him do it. He kicked me square in the balls the last time out, and I will never bet him again knowing that the guy is on a pitch limit, pitch count. He's just been really bad. He's not like he's on a pitch count. He's been ass 3rd time through the lineup, guys, and that's not good, and the Twins know that, so they're not allowing him to. So let's talk about him, guys. So at the end of the day, it's fuck you, Sonny Gray. The guy's just fucking – if I would have known about the guy not going 3rd time through the lineup, I would have never bet him. That's like, why? You're playing with fire when a guy has to do this in 2 times through the lineups. So that right there, no bueno. Plus, he left his last game out with a hamstring tightness. He pitched in a bullpen. He was cleared to start, and he was pushed back from Wednesday. So it's only a day that he was pushed back from his normal start, not much there. But the fact that he was taken out of a game because of hamstring tightness last time, and the fact that he can't go, they won't trust him to go 3 times through the lineup, there is no way in fucking hell I can go bet this guy, even though, pre-post All-Star, this guy's been a different man-child, guys. He's a 3.71 ERA pre-All-Star. He's got a 2.16 ERA post-All-Star, and his K per 9's even gone up 1.5 strikeouts per 9 innings, guys. So I get it. If the numbers were screaming to play it, I would say go ahead. But at the end of the day, the walk percentage of the Yankees is 9.3. There's nothing screaming at it there. They're not striking out. They're at a 21% clip right now. The only thing there is they're just not really fucking hitting. 203 average, 636 OPS, and a 150 ISO. Now, when they do hit, it is for a little bit of farther than not shorter, guys. So at the end of the day, Aaron Judge has been doing anything and everything for this team, and they're just not really seeing or hitting the ball. So Sonny Gray, this is a revenge spot for him. He's going back to a team that fucking traded Caprillion for him, and then he went over there and sucked a dick under a bridge for milk money because he's lactose intolerant. So he did it for free until he got traded, guys, for pennies on the dime, guys. So he can't pitch as a Yankee, but I would not be surprised if he goes out there and pitches well versus these Yankees. It's just the fact of I can't fucking bet a guy who's being watched with a fucking fishing reel already out there and on his ass. It's not even like it's already hooked to him a little bit, guys, and they're ready to yank him at any given moment, guys. I just can't play with fire ever. And if I would have known that the first time, golly, man, that could have saved us some money. But life's a bitch, then you marry one, guys, and we get into the next guy. Shout out to the chat, 44 live, almost 30 likes. Smash the like if you guys haven't. That's all I ask. And I see everybody getting up in here. Don Play, Matt Stoney, Rocco Rogers. Let's get to the money. LJ from Houston's always up in this bitch. And my boy Nilo. So let's get to the monies. We got 3 more pitchers to talk about. And one that I want to bet, I just don't get it. But maybe you guys will help me get it. Because I think we'll talk about it. Let's talk about Nasty Nestor real quick, though. 6+ minus 122 is where he was at this morning. And right before the show, it's been a 50-cent move the other way, and I get it. 6+ at plus 127. I don't think they should have ever offered his K-prop, so if you did get in on that under, good job, and let's talk about it. It's not on Prize Picks, neither is his fantasy score, and I get it. He is coming off the IL, which is rule number 1 that, okay, Sharpie, don't bet dudes coming off the IL. Now let's get into it. Over his last 8 games before the IL, 5.25 K per 9. And he's 4 wins, 6 losses to the number 6+ before his last 10. Now we get into his home road splits. He averages 9.1 K per 9 home road. No big deal there. And he strikes out lefties at a 10.7 clip per 9 compared to 1 per 1 inning on the right-handed side. And they are projected 7 right-handed, 2 left-handed bats. Now he did play this team back on June 8th, 4.1 innings, 4 earned runs with 3 strikeouts, and this team was fucking crushing the ball. But they weren't crushing it for ISO. They were just hitting a decent OPS, decent average, and they weren't striking out, and they were walking at a good clip. And they ended up getting the Nasty Nestor, guys, in a spot where I thought Nasty probably should have done well by the numbers, but nope, numbers don't always mean everything, guys. Now he gets them with pretty much the same exact numbers, but their ISOs now at a 160, so now they're actually hitting the ball a lot fucking farther than they were the fucking first time they faced him, and it's just I don't bet on guys coming off the IL, period. The numbers aren't screaming at me to bet it, even though that strikeout percentage is a lot higher than the last time they faced him. Last time he faced him, it was at a 15.8. Like, damn, they weren't striking out. Now it's at a 23.7, and that's a number you would normally want a strikeout prop versus right there, guys. But the fact that he's coming off the IL, he pitched in no minor league game to get ready, and he threw a 45-pitch bullpen to declare him ready to go, guys. I think he's on a pitch count. You don't know how long he's going to really go. How can you bet an over on a guy who's pitched 45 pitches in his last fucking 15 days? At the end of the day, I get why everyone jammed the under. And, yeah, I get it, guys. I just don't bet unders, period. That's just it for me. I'll bet it if it's screaming at me, but still it ends up backfiring sometimes. Still, I'm an over better. Like my guy Noli says, you fucking over better. But let's get to the over money and talk about Dylan Cease, guys, versus Oakland. And 9+ plus 114 is at a 9+ plus 112, and his 8+ is at a minus 186, and that's where Prize Picks has him. And that's a push on Prize Picks at that 8+. And his fantasy score is 43.5. Let's talk about Dylan Cease, number 1 in the black book. This guy's a beast. And let's talk about him. 1 win, 9 losses to the number 9+ over his last 10. Wow. They're giving us a prop that he hasn't. That's a 10% win rate. Okay. He's averaging 5.9 strikeouts over his last 8 games and 6 over his last 6 games. And they're giving us a 9, so a 3 strikeout average higher than his normal. God dang, bro. Like, not even like 1, not even 2. You have to go tree, like tree 50. Oh, man. Whew. I don't get it, guys. So let's talk about it. Dylan Cease averages 11.8 K per 9 at home, 10.9 on the road. Yes, he is on the road here. And he strikes out lefties at a 10.3 clip per 9 compared to 12.4 from the right-handed side. Projected lineups is 5 right-handed and 4 left-handed. Let's get into Dylan Cease. How you going to do my guy like that, guys? 3K is higher than his average, which is fucked. Because that's like the number I had him projected for was 9. And you know by watching this show, I don't play guys on the exact number I have him projected for. I want to have him projected for 1.5 more at least, so that there is some wiggle room if shit goes south at the end of the day, guys. Because projections don't always end up to where you want them to be. And you got to have a little wiggle room and go wiggle. So, yeah, guys, at the end of the day, I don't think there's much wiggle room. And when I dug into it a little more, it's going to say the second time that he's faced this team, and he faced them back on July 31st, and he went 6 innings, 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts. Now, when I match those numbers up to these numbers, they were murdering the ball last time, guys, with a 6.2 walk percentage, 24.7 strikeout percentage, 257 average, 790 OPS, and a 222 ISO, where 170 is considered great, guys. And he still went out there, 6 innings, 1 earned run with 7 strikeouts. Now, all these numbers, 7.2 walk percentage, now damn near close to the one where he was at last time. And his strikeout percentage is at a 24.2 with Oakland right now. Now they're just not hitting the ball, guys. 230 average, 654 OPS, and an ISO of 124. Pre and post all-star with this guy. What's going on, guys? And we need to talk about it. His ERA is the same. Dead ass 2.15 ERA pre, 2.10 ERA post. Nothing going on there. So what do you mean, Sharpie? It's his K per nines. It's this guy went from striking out 13 people per 9 innings to now 8.3 per 9 innings. Like, what the fuck is going on? Now, I can tell you this. When I dig through his stuff, it's not that he's not striking him out. He's going longer in the games, guys. And the more and more people know about Dylan Cease, you can't get behind the guy. So they're making contact on the guy and just not striking out. He's going 9, 7, 8, 9 innings more often than not, guys. And when I dig at to see if his strikeouts correlate with his innings pitched like it did with Corbin Burns, no. This guy gets his strikeouts more often than not. He has 5 wins, 2 losses to 9+ Ks, not going 19.5 outs. They have him at 19.5 outs, and so not seen it. Blah, blah, blah. So I got to go back. I kind of wrote that wrong, but yeah, that's what I mean. So he's 2 wins, 5 losses to that number, 9+ strikeouts if going 7 innings. So this guy gets 9+ strikeouts going under 7 innings is what I'm getting at. It does not correlate. Don't think if you're going to run his pitching outs to run his strikeouts with it. It doesn't normally correlate with the amount that he needs to get today. Now, 9+ to me seems like the books know what's going on. They added an extra 1 just so you wouldn't bet this game, period, guys. So at the end of the day, I have this guy going 7 to 9 innings again, guys. And more often than not, when he goes 7 to 9 innings, he doesn't hit that K prop. And that number's high for a reason. They jacked it on there for what Garrett Cole has done to him, for what Spencer Strider did to him. And it's just a little too high up, in my opinion, guys, to where I got to say pass. But I will try to find another way to get in on him. This guy has been a beast. I like to bet him. And I expect him to go more than that 6 innings he went last time versus them, strictly because they were crushing the ball, man. And I expect them to go out there and just fuck these guys off today, guys. It's just the strikeouts haven't been there because the weak contact has. The guy's been pitching to a lot of weak contact. But at the end of the day, the books know that he's probably going to end up with 9 exactly, and they just don't want us betting this by giving us an 8+ at -186, and that's been the same all damn day, and 9+ at +114, which has been the same pretty much all damn day. So nobody's betting this because everybody's seeing like, damn, they really fucking jacked it up that high. Well, I'm going to tell you it's either over or nothing. I would never bet Dylan Cease under, especially versus this team, especially knowing that the dude might be out there 9 innings, guys. And at the end of the day, he was out there 9 innings last game, and he got 7 strikeouts. Now, barely got it on us there. I didn't end up playing him there because the juice was just a little too high for me there for the amount that I had him winning in that situation, guys. So, yeah, to go 9 innings and to get 7 and to have paid -160, I just couldn't do that. Or it was at a -155 or 4. I needed a -135, I said on that one, guys. And, yeah, that you seen exact why. Because he went 9 innings and barely hit that 7. And I was like, I can't bet a 7 unless I'm getting -135. But you're not always going to be dead ass right, but you need to at least make yourself some rules. And that was my rule on that, guys. And it would have been scary if I would have bet that 7. But at the end of the day, he went 9 innings and had 7 strikeouts his last game and cashed that 7. Now, who'd we talk about putting the futures bet on the other day, guys? And that is Shane Bieber, baby. Bieber, baby, the way my guy Tone says it. But let's talk about Dylan Cease need to go out there and deal again today too, guys. So I expect Dylan Cease to be out there 7 to 9 innings. And to add to this man's Cy Young fucking race, guys, so it's out there. He's in the lead, but, Balking is out there, guys, and this guy's got to still shine, and there's people on his ass. So I expect Dylan Cease to go out there and have a solid ass game, 7+ innings, giving up 2 earned runs or less. Now, I have him for that 9 strikeouts, guys. So at the end of the day, maybe if you want to pull him down to 8 and throw him on a parlay, all parlay, I don't hate that at the end of the day, guys. They put it up there for a reason because they know Dylan Cease is going to go out there and deal, and they just don't want us betting it. Now, the last guy we're going to talk about, and I'm going to tell you, please, 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 please don't bet this guy. Strictly, they haven't put a line out on him. They will put a line out on him. Just be very careful if you do, guys. I got kicked square in the balls betting this guy a few weeks ago, and it might have been last week. Let's talk about Freddie Peralta. He's going to be pitching in the Giants' second game in the doubleheader, guys. He's averaging 9 strikeouts at home, 10.5 on the road. He is at home. 10.5 strikeouts to the left-handed side, 9.1 to the right-handed side, and they are projected more left-handed bats. Now, lefties are hitting a $159 off this guy, and righties are hitting a 211. So everything in the math and the numbers right there, plus what the Giants are doing striking out, says Freddie Peralta should smash this spot today. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, they're not letting this guy go more than 2 times through the innings too, and it kicked me square in the balls because I didn't pay attention or read up on it the last time. And let's talk about him, guys. He is 4 games off the IL, and they've babied the fuck out of this guy since coming off the IL, guys. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, why I was on Corbin Burns 7+ -154 as my dirty K is I expect Burns to be out there 7 to 9 innings, and that correlates with him. He has 10 wins, 0 losses when he goes 7 innings to that number 7+ strikeouts. So, and I need him to go 7 innings, and they need him to go 7 innings, and I expect him to versus the numbers that he's seen. Because Freddie Peralta, they're not going to let go 3 times through the lineup. Like I said, I learned it the hard way, guys. He went 82 pitches in a no-hitter, in a fucking no-hitter, and they pulled him. I didn't see the no-hitter part. I just seen 82 pitches and was like, all right, cool. They're going to allow him to go farther. He then pitched 74 pitches in 5 innings and came up to the 3rd time of the lineup, and they sat his ass, guys. And then I seen a tweet like, man, they must not be letting Freddie Peralta see the 3rd innings anymore, the 3rd time through the lineup anymore. And I'm just like, damn, this is something. I'm better than that. I'm better than that, dude, at the end of the day, guys. Like, yeah, shout out to you guys who bet Springs yesterday and lost. That shit sucks. I seen the tweet out on that, and I found it and clipped it real quick. But I always read you guys innings limits, guys, and I read that to you in certain people, guys, because of shit like that. You need to pay attention to pitching limits. When a kid or a person is in or near his limit, you better go read up some newspaper reports. And shout out to Noli for getting me on to reading those newspaper reports. But all the newspaper, Strider's past his limit. There's certain dudes that are past their limit that are doing well. But the newspaper reports and all the reports of Strider in the newspaper is, I don't know what people's problems are with freaking pitching limits. I mean, until I start doing bad, then you come tell me, where's the proof? You show me the proof that I'm getting worse, and then you come talk to me about my pitching limits. And that's from fucking Strider, guys. That's a guy you can go back on a pitching limit thing because that's fine. But you got to start looking at that. That's part of capping, guys. I preach it on the show. I read it on the show. Please start looking at that. It sucks ass, guys. I've been on spots like that too. But if we can try to figure that out before it happens, even better, guys. So a little more into our capping. Yes, it's going to take a little more out the day, but it's like start paying attention to guys that are getting near their inning limits, and organizations that fucking really care about that are the Tampa Bay Rays. We all know they are a pitching factory, guys. They baby their guys, and you got to be careful. It's the 2nd time this year they've done that to somebody on their staff. It's not just the 1st. So pay attention to that. Make a mental note. Take it into next year and every other year. Tampa Bay Rays, once you get to your freaking innings limit, are going to fuck with you. And you can't bet a guy on the Tampa Bay Rays who's now hit a pitching limit unless you know he's going to go. You just got to learn, guys, at the end of the day. It sucks when they get taken out, and especially when the dude was rolling, but it's a mental note. You got to learn, write it down, and that's what I learned, bro, at the end of the day. I mean, I don't bet on guys like Springs because I'm not saying he's bad. It's just certain guys I bet on, certain guys I don't, but that's just a shitty situation, guys. And that is why I read pitching innings to certain people, guys, when we talk about them. And that is in the black book with each person, the amount of innings they pitched prior or what they have done in their whole career, at least. What was the time, what year was it that they went that long? So at the end of the day, it's something you do need to pay attention to, betting, pitching K-props, guys. You got to pay attention to that. But is what it is. Sorry, at the end of the day, please careful with Freddie Peralta, guys. They will not let this guy go 3 times through the lineup. So unless they put this shit at like a 3.5, then you might give me, guys. But at the end of the day, they're probably going to put it at a 4.5. Then he should get 5 and 2 times through the lineups with these numbers and with this math. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I just can't bet it strictly because I know this guy has screwed me already. And I don't want to I just don't want to get involved with a guy who's on a pitch limit anymore, guys. I can't do that. Nah. Not good for business, guys. Shout out to the chat. Danny Betts, I see you, my motherfucking dude. Let's get to the monies, guys. And yeah, like I said earlier, we got a new show coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to do baseball like we do always, 12:10 Pacific, 3:10 Eastern time. And then what are we going to do? We're going to do about 20 to 30 minutes of just strictly K-props, what we talk about best. Then we're going to end the show tomorrow. And then we're going to shoot you a link right when it ends to the new show starting with me and my boy that I'm bringing in. You should already know, if not, my guy, Willie Beeman, Willie Brisbane. We gonna talk some NFL prize picks and props tomorrow. Oh, fucking boy, baby. And we're going to try to keep it PG-13. So we're going to have to go from rated R superstar over on the Balking Dead to Disney King non-ding-a-ling over there on the good, the bad, and the monies over there with Sharpie's Bets, guys. And we're going to try to keep it to a competition over there type base, where I'm going to bring someone on every week. They're going to talk about their 5 favorite prize picks. I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite prize picks. Then we're going to do a 3-pick with his favorite pick, my favorite pick, and the best producer in the world's favorite fucking pick. Then we're going to hit a commercial, and then we're going to come back with our favorite prop bets of the weekend and Big Show's ladder play of the weekend, guys. So we got some NFL props, we got some prize picks, and Pub Sports got you fucking taken care of, guys. So make sure tomorrow you tune in and just follow along on the link, guys, because it'll shoot you right into the next show without having to leave. Because why? Because my producer is better than yours. So shout out to you all. We're going to hit a quick commercial. I'll give you my Dirty K if it hasn't started already, which I don't think it has. So let's get to the monies.
Like, I am a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who.
Yo, my shit is fucking going crazy, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Let's get to it, guys. Go on over to Manscaped and use that promo code Pub Sports. That same promo code that's good everywhere you go. And if it's not good wherever you go, you need to fucking tell them to hit up Jeff Slaughter, and they too can be good wherever you may go to. So get your promo up here too. If you got a business, we can support you too, guys, at the end of the day. Stop sleeping and start eating, guys. Go on over to Manscaped. Use that promo code Pub Sports. Hedge your balls, not your bets. Be like my guy and go out there and get that T-shirt. My guy, Nicky Hedge funds himself, guys. At the end of the day, hedge your balls, not your bets. Nobody likes a wizard sleeve, guys. And double standards is fucking a thing now in 2022. You make her take care of herself, so you go take care of yourself. at the end of the day, guys. So let's get to the monies. And I smoked a bowl. I got really high, and I came up with a great idea, guys. So the dirty K of the day was Corbin Burns, 7+ minus 154. By the time the show started, it was at a minus 173. I'm not going to give you guys some juiced out, cracked out fucking thing and be like, yeah, go bet it. No fucking way, Jose. I can't do that. That's fucking bullshit. That's lame. That's something I wouldn't do myself. But what did I tell you correlated with Corbin Burns? And that's 7+ strikeouts. 10 out of 10 times, he's gone 7+ innings and got 7+ strikeouts, guys. So if you missed out on that 7+, go take that full unit and put it on his pitching outs, guys. I have the guy going for 7 innings plus today. They need him to go 7 innings plus today, and the numbers all tell me he should go out there and deal. So that's the way to beat the books, guys, and not have to pay the juice. So at the end of the day, I will figure out how to fuck the bookies, guys. So until next time, let's keep doing what we do best and get a little bit of money back. Just give me a little back.